Welcome back to our prison series. This is episode 77. Today we're going to talk about what happens if you escape prison. Okay, so there are always going to be consequences, people. Okay, so, all right. There is a rise of people trying to escape prison, but again, there are going to be consequences. Okay, for instance, being in a medium security prison to a maximum security place. Also, 7 years is the amount of time given for an escape. Okay, so if you're locked up on a 3 to 5 year sentence and you try to escape or are then caught, you'll have to finish what you had left on the 3 to 5. No getting out early on parole due to good behavior. Okay, then on top of that, you'd be given a new prison number and start doing the time for your new escape charge. Sounds not worth it, right? Okay, so if you're sentenced to 2.5 to 5 years for drug charges, and let's say you got out on parole, I guess you would get a warning. I guess this person, So let's get into more of this, okay? Let's see what they're saying. Okay. All right. Okay, so they will search for you depending on the circumstances. They may go all out and literally turn over every stone looking for you. And they may just list you as an escaped prisoner, and eventually you will get caught. And it also depends on where this escape happens. So in some countries, it's not a crime to escape from prison. Okay, so sure, you're still on the hook for the time not yet served, but the act of escaping isn't in itself a crime unless you break stuff to get out. Okay, so steal stuff to make the escape or hurt someone in the process. Okay, so they're just saying that I guess that would lengthen your sentencing. Okay, so back at prison, they will probably grill your fellow former cellmates too. They won't have to go, I guess too far to get details, okay? Okay, so I'm sure they'll question other staff members and stuff like that too, okay? So, all right, I'm sure, I don't know, they might even offer them McDonald's to spill the beans. That's what my guess is, Who doesn't want a McDouble or French fries? I'm sure if you're there, you will be like, yeah, sure, I'll give you the details. Okay, I'm sure that's what happens. Okay, so let's see what else they have to say about this. Okay, Okay, so what do you do after you escape prison? Okay, so they're recommending you change your identity. Oh no, people. I don't think we should get into all this, okay? Okay, so we're going to skip that. Okay, so first of all, you have to get rid of that orange jumpsuit if you escape prison. So people, they won't know that you just escaped, And then I guess they might help you out and give you a ride, Somebody has to take you in while you change your appearance and while you grow a long beard or hair. And you'll never be able to work anywhere, so I guess you'll have an under-the-table job. Your friends and family will have to support you, or you will beg on the streets. You ever think some of these homeless people escape prison? It's possible. Okay, but if you have friends, maybe they will help you out. You never know, So, that's something to think about. Okay, so quite interesting, right, people? Let's see what else. Oh, somebody else said they would get plastic surgery to change their appearance so they don't look like the person that escaped. Okay. Wow. Okay, and another person thinks you will be miserable because you will be in constant hiding, okay? And then you'd be paranoid, constantly worried about when they're going to get you. Okay, because you could be possibly recognized, that could easily happen, people. And if you're new to the channel, like, share, and subscribe. Don't forget to check out my past episodes of my prison series. check out my death series too, okay? And let's hear what else they have to say, okay? I guess this person's saying that they would take food out of the store, so it sounds like they would end back up in prison. Okay, so what are the consequences for someone who escaped prison and is later caught? It depends on whether you escaped from federal or state prison. This person said they knew 2 individuals who escaped from a federal penitentiary and they got 10 years added to their sentences. Just wow, people, not worth it. Okay, so they said, I spent 17 years locked up in both state and federal prisons, and I escaped 3 times from the North Carolina Department of Corrections, and they said I got 6 months added to my sentence. The first time I escaped, I was only free for a few hours in that time. The second time I escaped, I stole a pickup and was free several months. Okay, so that second time they had more luck. I guess they thought they're playing through. And also comment below about this because this is such a funny topic, right? When they did catch me, they gave me 18 months additional time for the escape and 10 more years for stealing the truck. While I was in the county jail waiting for the trail, after they took the truck, they said they escaped again. This time I was free for a little over 2 years and had started a new life, but unfortunately I got caught up in some stupid crap, not of my making. As soon as they ran my fingerprints, I was headed right back inside. I received 3 years added on to my sentence. The crazy thing is that my original sentence was only 5 years. If I had not escaped, I would have been free in about 3 years. Talk about being young and stupid. Good luck on your endeavor and peace. I would say that escaping is not worth it. With all these added years, like, come on now. Would you guys do this? Is it worth? It's not worth it. Okay, so look. Let's see what else they have to say about people who did this. It says, assuming you get past the prison walls, you will have every cop, law enforcement official in the state or country looking for you. They will visit your relatives, friends, and anywhere they think you might go. Your friends will be persuaded not to help you, as it's a felony to harbor a fugitive. It will be hard to go anywhere without being spotted. Most criminals find they cannot last very long on the run without someone on the outside helping them with food, clothing, and money to survive. Have you given any thought to what you will eat and how you will pay for it, where you will sleep? This next person says, okay, wow, I guess they're just saying it adds up when they bring you back to prison. Okay, yeah. So this person said, I never actually attempted to escape, but I certainly dreamed about it a lot during my time in there. I even came up with a very feasible escape plan from the old prison in the early 80s. I'm sure now that it would have worked. Okay. So this person said the plan involved cutting out 2 bars that were in a window inside a makeshift shed used for prisoner clothing. Okay. I guess they're just saying that would have gotten them out. All right. Okay, so the next person said, let's see. I'm skimming through because some of these people, they're not really talking about too much, okay? I suppose we'll do 2 more. It depends on what kind of prison you're in, what your custody classification is. If you're in a max or super max security prison at the highest custody class, it would be very difficult. People like Robert Hansen, former FBI agent who sold classified info into the Russians, barely see daylight and only a few people see him. In extreme cases, the custody arrangements aren't all that much of a departure. Okay. All right. It wouldn't be enough to bribe a correctional officer or smuggle in some plastic stuff. I don't know what they mean there. Okay, let's see. You will get caught given a good beating, and then you go back to prison for even longer time in the hole. That's what that person said. I guess they're just saying don't do it. Okay, so yeah, that's the moral of the story, people. It sounds like breaking out won't be worth it, okay? All right. That's pretty much the moral. Okay, so this person said they worked in a prison and they've heard of a few escapees, and they said some of them are clever, but escaping, obviously, is going to get a lot of harsh punishment. Yep. You'll lose privileges, yes. You'll be looked at heavily if you end up being one of these people, okay? So definitely not worth it. You will get charged with escape, which carries its own penalty and other charges for crimes you commit during your escape. Okay, so something to think about, people. Now you know it is not worth trying to escape, And then this person said, how would you break out of prison? Yeah, that's a very long list of how that person said they would do it. Yep. But yeah, the moral of the story is none of these criminals believe they will be caught. Otherwise, why would they even do it? But that is all I have for you guys. Please don't forget to check out my past prison series and episodes, and I will see you on the next one. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and comment below